Welcome to Vision for the Nation. Welcome to Vision for the Nation. Welcome to Vision for the Nation. Welcome to Vision for the Nation.
Marching down the street with branches of trees, expressing our grievances. Everybody knows that green is for peace, calling our government to address our needs. Before we know it, them friends soldiers come. They try to stop us, they shoot us with guns. My brother ran, but he fell on the ground. The soldiers came on him, I heard him shouting, let's stand for a right. Don't give up the fight. Their children unite and stand for your right. Let's stand for a right. Don't give up the fight. Their children unite and stand for your right. You're teaching me in French, but I'm an Englishman. Judging me in French, but I'm an Englishman. You can't speak English, I can't speak French, yet you are leader on an English land. I don't know what the government is thinking about, but half of the story has never been told. You know education is better than gold. Before they killed him, I heard him say, let's stand for our right. Don't give up the fight. Their children unite and stand for your right. Let's stand for our right. Don't give up the fight. Their children unite, oh, and stand for your right. Oh. Jah bless, no man fake and curse. Who Jah bless, no man fake and curse. So brother, sister, mama, papa, make we come together and do that keeping silence, and you think that you're free. And when the rain falls, it fall on every house, and when the fire burn, it will burn on every house. So let's stand for a right. Don't give up the fight. That children unite and stand for your right. Don't give up the fight. Don't give up the fight. That children unite and stand for your right.
Hi, meet Paul. Paul is a businessman who runs a staffing agency business where he supplies temporary staff to his clients like hospitals, care homes, hotels, and security firms. Paul has got many staff to deal with. With no good system in place, Paul is really stressed out. It is either he overpays staff who take advantage of this, or he sends wrong invoice amounts to his clients, and boy, that is trouble. His diary and spreadsheets are always too cumbersome for him to handle. He is always confused about staff availabilities, and to make things worse, Paul's account fees are always going up and up. Now, meet Paul again. Paul now saves a lot of money. How? He discovered Happy Rota, an online shift management and accounting system. With Happy Rota, it's a simple drag and drop to assign shifts. You can also view staff availabilities, their location permitted and positions, staff payroll, client invoicing, reports and statistics. And with Happy Rota, you get multiple client locations, client rates and staff rates, and you can do many exports to PDF and Excel sheets, and many more. Contact us today at happyrota.com. A quality service with good support.
Welcome to Vision for the Nation. Welcome to Vision for the Nation. Hello and welcome to Vision for the Nation. I am MC Danny, your host, and in today's show we are going to be looking at quite an interesting topic. There's a lot that's going on, and I hope that we are all hanging in there. Today's topic, we're talking about the Amba Resilience. The Amba Resilience. So once again, I am MC Danny, your host on Vision for the Nation, live here on ABC Amba TV. You can find us on Facebook. If you search for Amba TV, and also on YouTube if you search for Vision for the Nation, and we're also on Facebook if you search for Vision for the Nation. So yes, welcome again. And today is Wednesday. We hold our shows on every Wednesday. We used to do that on Tuesday, but right now it's on Wednesday. So please take note of that. So every Wednesday here between 7 or 8 p.m. Amba time, we are here live on ABC. So, hope you had a great day. I can tell in the revolution there's a lot that's been going on. And just to let you know, for those that are watching, after this show, immediately after this show, we have a report. Nilong who will be coming up with some updates on Ground Zero, what's happening, and regarding the lockdown and stuff like that. And he will be there also with a guest, a comrade. You don't want to miss it. So yes, welcome again to Vision for the Nation. Also, before I forget, we are being watched on Ground Zero, on the satellite, and across Africa. So good shout out to those who have been calling me and who have been contacting me from different nations of Africa. It's a blessing to hear that you are seeing us and you're watching us. I think you've noticed some people have even called from different countries just to tap us on the back to say, ride on, we are together, we are with you. So you see, ladies and gentlemen, this revolution is not a joke. We have people who are behind us. In fact, Africa is behind us. The world is behind us because it is our right for our independence. It's our legal right, and nothing should deter us from this. In today's topic, we are looking at our resilience as Ambazonians. Our resilience as Ambazonians. In case you are not aware, and you're watching this show by accident, we are Ambazonians. We are striving and, having a quest to regain our independence that was lost. Or let me say that was denied. That's the better way to put it. It wasn't lost, but it was denied us, which we had to have in 1961. So if you are watching us, please do a research. Just type the word Ambazonia on Google. You'll find lots of information. This show, Vision for the Nation, is a show where we begin to look into the future of this glorious and wonderful land called Ambazonia that we are fighting for, that we are hoping and we are pushing for. So this is what we do in this show. We look into the future. We look at various aspects of government structure, government, of the education, different things that we can begin to plan and talk about, because it helps us to, have have a dream, have a clarity of mind of what we want to achieve. So, ladies and gentlemen, this show is for you, to give your contribution. There are people out there. You have the interim government, people who are listening, those on ground zero, future leaders. People are listening to the show. People are being educated, and people are very happy and excited about the show because it gives a platform where we can talk about what we are dreaming for. And I believe strongly that you and I are going to be on that great land, totally free, Ambazonia. So our topic today is the Amba Resilience. Now, before I go to that, please do not call right now, because I want to just have a short, discussion, introduction. So I won't be picking any calls right now. So please just hang in there. And the show is for an hour. So like I said, our comrade Nilong will be coming up with a show just after this one. So please, even if I finish the show, just hang in there. He'll be coming up. Now, what is resilience? I mean, when you talk of resilience, what is it? What is resilience? Now, instead of me trying to be saying just saying things out of my mind, I thought, let me look for a good definition on the internet, on dictionary, just to see exactly what is this word resilience. How does it apply to us? What does it, what is it about it that it concerns us? Now, resilience means knowing how to cope in spite of setbacks. Knowing how to cope in spite of setbacks or barriers or limited resources. I think it's just a clear picture of what we are going through. Resilience is a measure of how much you want something and how much you are willing and able to overcome obstacles to get it. How much you are willing, you are able, you are ready to overcome these obstacles. We know our obstacles. We know the enemy out there. Like probably have been doing everything. This week has been really crazy with them. What they are doing to make sure that we do not attain our goal. But, our resilience as Ambazonia is what is going to help us, carry us over, carry us through, to overcome all those their efforts. So yes, I continue. Say for instance, willing and able to overcome obstacles to get it. It has to do with our emotional strength. Now, being resilient is how ready you are not to give up. How ready are you, even in this fight, not to give up, to keep pressing on? And I can assure you that Ambazonians, we have, I think this is really unique and special. We have a spirit, and I believe that is the Spirit of God that is behind us, that has given us this strength to push on until we get to the finish line. Yeah. We, as I say on this show, God has already ordained this revolution, this nation Ambazonia. God is it's an ordained revolution. It's an ordained struggle, and God has already given us that independence. It's a matter just of coming to realization, to come to reality in the physical. So, He has also enabled us to be resilient. Now, when you look through all what has happened from when we started in 2017, early 2017, when this revolution started, I mean, it was such a fierce one. People were pushed to the wall, to be intimidated, to give up the fight, to forgo their dreams. And obviously, we have a repressive La Republic government who was so staunch against us. But hang on a minute, what has happened? In a sense, they thought that would be the end of it, that will give up. That shows like vision of the nation will never happen, like that you will not have people who will be speaking. But today, the contrary has been proven, that we are people that will not allow ourselves to be beaten down. Sadly, and it's really a sad thing, we have lost so many. And it is something, it's not the best thing to be talking about, but that is the reality. Even right now, as you and I know, they are doing their best to make sure that we are not confident, that we are intimidated, and that we do not press on to that which God has given to us, our land, Ambazonia. We have lost many. And in another show, I'm going to be looking at the heroes, our fallen heroes before the revolution, and maybe another one during this revolution. So check out for that. Now, we have been called as a people in a time like this. In the Bible, if you look at Esther the queen, who God had chosen to save her people and deliver her people, there's a statement there that her uncle spoke to her and said, when he was asking her to go and do something about her nation, do something to deliver. He said, maybe you have been called for such a time as this. I think we know that statement. Maybe you have been called for such a time as this. You and I have been called for such a time as this. You live in this moment. Many have died before this time, and you and I are here. Later on, our children will grow, others will come, they will have other things for their time. But our time, our generation, is a generation to fight this battle. And we cannot leave it onto our children. We must not burden them. We have to do what it takes to deliver ourselves, because that is our right. It's a fundamental right. It's not something that we need to be debating about. It's a fundamental right, because we are a people. We have a constitution. We had a constitution. We had our own ruling system. We had a government in place. There were so many things. The stories are all out there. You and I know it. But let's talk about our resilience. Do not allow the challenges, the setbacks, the funny talks that people talk, lies, defamation of character, all these things to derail you from the struggle. You see, one of the things that the devil through La Republique and through its agent is doing is to make us not to be focused, to derail our minds, so that we begin to look at other things and we are not focused on what is the main thing. The main thing is the total independence of our nation, Ambazonia. That is the main thing. That is the bottom line. It doesn't mean that we have to now start doing X and Y, which are things to involve ourselves in evil stuff that will bring but shame and that will instead cause us to go back. No, it's a time for us to press on. Let those who can fight in the forefront fight. Let those who can support financially support financially. Let those who can support morally support morally. Do not sit on the fence, because that fence might be broken down and you'll be the one who lost. So I just want to say again, please, let us stand, just like the song said, we need to fight. Stand up and fight. Do not allow anybody to derail you. In this particular moment, we all know that La Republique is doing everything in his power. In fact, I hear they have sent hundreds of prisoners from Yaoundé and all the like prisoners to come and pretend as if they are voting. We know all those stuff. It's not today they started. And it's not tomorrow. I mean, it's not as if it's something that they are going to change tomorrow. No, they're not going to. If you sit there and think on that day, oh, they're going to change, and no, that's not going to happen. They have their own plan. What is their plan? To make sure that they come and then they pretend to the world around that, oh, look, Ambazonians are coming out to vote. Whereas you and I know, even today as the lockdown has come, and our comrade Nilon will be talking about that later, that there is lockdown. That is our way to say no to this so-called selection, not even election, selections that they want to do on the 9th. It's not going to happen. They can do whatever they want, but let us not come out. Once the international community begin to see that, no, these people are resilient. They have locked their doors. They are not coming out. And let me tell you something, regardless of what our Republic tries to do, we will not come out for that selection. We call it selection. It's not an election. It's a selection to select certain people. We are not going to accept it. So you and I, let us be resilient. Do not allow these evil people to take over your land. Do not allow them to come and intimidate you. No. It's not going to happen. It's not supposed to happen. I'm not going to be very long, so I'm going to open the lines right now to call. We've got just about, about 40 minutes to go. Oh, sorry. I thought I had even less of a time. But fine. You can call. Give your contribution. Let the world hear your voice. Let the world know that we are resilient people. Now, I want to give an example. There are many examples out there that I could have chosen. I don't want to call names, from the West and from other people. But I decided to choose an example in this revolution that I'm going to, shortly talk about if nobody interrupts me when I'm talking. Of an example. It's always good to be an example of your own people, of those that have been in the revolution. Now, no offense to those who maybe were waiting for this or that name, because I don't have the time to mention so many names. I just decided to take one or two cases and dwell on that so that we can learn and we can be encouraged. And that person is our own Field Marshal, who has been fighting La Republique and who has gone through a lot of challenges with his family. We all know that recently his wife was picked up, his mother was picked up, his sister was picked up and brutalized and all the like. And yet, he has not sold Ambazonia. He has not given up on that dream. Secretary Chris the same, going through all the pain and going through all the challenges, yet he has not given up to speak out the voice of the people. These are people who are resilient. These are people that, although it has been so painful, and I can assure you that there are many who might not even understand because they've not gone through that. But there are also many who do understand because that is what they face on daily. These are people who have stood their ground and who continue to fight. So if we look at this example, they've kind of lost everything. They have lost houses, their family have been imprisoned, tortured, and all kinds of stuff. And like Field Marshal, who is facing bullets every day, his life is endangered by this La Republique army and all the like. They so wish they could lay a hand, even just for 5 seconds on him. They so wish. But yet he has shown resilience. He has shown that he's not going to give up. And whenever he speaks, it's an encouragement to Ambazonians. It's an encouragement to the restoration fighters. Obviously, like I said, there are so many. I don't want to mention too many because I don't have the time. There are so many. But I take him as an example because this is a man who organized his group, brought in new weapons, brought in military tactics. He did not give up on the dream, even though his own wife was taken. Now, for those who are married, I am very sure you know what it means that your wife has been abducted. I mean, your world will go like scatter. You will be, it's like you will want to do anything in this world to get her back. You'll be ready to do anything. But amazingly, this man has still stood his ground. And La Republique continues to suffer serious casualty. There will be a show I will do about the casualties of La Republique. Yes. And please, if you have information financially, in everything, even their military, all their resources, different things that they have suffered as casualties, please send it to me in the background, because we want to expose them. We want to show the world. There is one of the comrades who sent me an audio, and the truth of the matter is that La Republique is using a tactics. It wants you to believe that they are so strong, that there are so many. But the truth of the matter is that their army is getting lesser. By the day, they are getting less powerful. That's why they are so frustrated that they now come and, and they are brutalizing and killing our people. But we will not give up. We will not give up this fight. We will continue to hold on strongly, and we will not allow the devil or the enemy or anybody to deter us from what we have as a dream. And that dream is the land Amazonia. So, ladies and gentlemen, do not allow anybody. It doesn't matter whether it's people in power, it's people who are out there. I mean, there's so many people out there just creating confusion. Do not follow that crowd. Ladies and gentlemen, Amazonia, on the Yemi, on not follow that nonsense where they're out there. The nonsense that they're out, every man they talk it on. Focus. Stay focused. Remain focused. May man not fool you. Stay on track. Stay on track. People who are resilient stay on track. And that's why I spoke about Field Marshal. Because he stays on track. We have heard his audios, how he's been in pain, crying for his mom, for his wife. We have seen it. We've heard it. But he still presses on because he knows that Amazonia will be free. And for that, I honor him. And I can say, indeed, he's a field marshal. And also for our restoration fighters, I want to say kudos. You are the ones that are making this possible. You are the ones who are standing firm to make sure that our quest comes to pass. So, I'm just going to look. I want to see if there are any comments. Please also be aware, La Republique is doing everything they can. Lately, we've heard that they are going to various villages and towns, seizing people's people's ID cards, and telling them to come on the day of election selection, if I wish to say, to collect them. That doesn't make sense. That makes no sense at all. You cannot be a government claiming to be a government. In fact, they are not even our government. So those papers they are seizing, well, it's really for them. It might seem important, for us it's not important. But in any case, that is what they are doing, And for those whose IDs have been seized, just a message of saying, you know what? Be resilient. There's nobody in Amazonia right now, that they cannot, that is not a target. So the fact that they seize yours or they did not seize another person's own doesn't mean that you're not a target. You're going to collect it. That might even be the end of your life. Who knows what they will do? You don't know what they plan to do. You might even go there and then they rally people up and shoot you and put guns and all this type of stuff and show the world that, oh, look, Amazonians came to attack and they killed their own brothers and all those kind of things. We all know what they do. You cannot trust them, no one bit. You cannot trust them. So, ladies and gentlemen, do not allow these people to continue to deter you. And also, I want to thank those activists out there who have stood their grounds regardless of the defamation of character, regardless of things said about them, lies, and all sorts of stuff. and who have stood in the cause, who have stood there to ensure that they will keep on being a voice for the people. Those ones I say kudos. For those who have decided, for whatever reason, to become instead a problem to the revolution, please, I still call on you. I call on you and say, please, this is a revolution God ordained. Come back on track and do what is right, because your people need you. If you continue in that way, with evil ways, with evil activities, with evil spreading of whatever that you are doing, be rest assured that your end might not be better. So I leave that. So the lines are open, like I say. If anybody wants to call and, just give a comment, give an encouragement, give a shout out to our restoration fighters, you are welcome. You are welcome. We've got 30 minutes to go, so you can give in a call and give a message. Okay, I'm just going to look through some comments. If anybody has a comment there, I want to comment. Okay. Good. Also, I want to thank you, viewers, for all those who have been contacting me in the background with your messages, with your encouragement. Thank you so much for being a part of this show, of this revolution above everything. Thank you so much. There'll be many people who've been writing to me, some who are even not Ambazonians, but in the spirit they are. Thank you so much. It's a pleasure to read from you. It's a pleasure. And it's amazing because most of you that have been contacting me are from ground zero. It shows me how resilient you are. Even though they have bent, our people, they put all setbacks, we are still overcoming. We are still overcoming because we are a resilient people. We are a resilient people. Do not let anybody deceive you. One of the most dangerous dangerous weapons of an enemy is to make you believe that you've lost it in the first place. Yeah. Once you believe that you've lost it, where are we even going? Then you are going nowhere. When you start saying I doubt, then you're going nowhere. Sometimes people say, where are they going? I doubt their leadership and so on. Well, the truth of the matter is you have to sit on your own. Look back. Look the track record. What has been happening? Where are we going? What is happening? You just have to look at it and encourage yourself. Do not allow anybody to deter you. We are a resilient people. We have a record of resilience. That is why our restoration fighters, Ambazonia restoration fighters, have stood their ground, have taken up the arms, the weapon to defend themselves. And it's a right. That's why I'm not going to bewail and be like, wow, why did they take the arms? No. Even up to today, we see how La Republique is killing our people, blowing off their brains. I just don't want to show graphic images here, but it's very sad. It's so sad what they are doing. We see literally blood on the soil of our people, of our heroes. And that's why last time I was talking about the National Anthem, and especially the part it says allegiance to the hero who bore the land with their blood. There's been a lot of bloodshed. We pray God that He will speedily intervene, that we might have our total independence. But also something, if La Republique is not ready, if they are not willing, then they will soon be losing more than what they think we are losing. So a word to his wise is sufficient. Okay. Somebody says, thanks for the good job, bro, and of course ignoring all distractors who call themselves activists. What a shame. Yeah, you're right. it's sad indeed. It's sad indeed that we still have people who are against the revolution. And sadly, there are so many of them. But you know what? We have to look at the bright side of it. These few that are there are not the ones that are going to deter us, because we have a job to do, we have an assignment to do, and it is to see Ambazonia totally free from repression, free from police brutality, free from all sorts of maiming and stuff that they have been doing against us. Okay, I'll just look into more and more. Okay. So, ladies and gentlemen, you can give us a call. You can give a call. Okay. You can give us a call. Call. Let the people hear your voice. I don't know what's happening today. I'm sure that. Now I understand. Some people had informed me that they were going to cut off lights and cut off. These people, they really don't stop to amaze people. Obviously, that is the tactics. They know that we are having a lockdown, so they want to shut off our people from communication and all sorts of things so that they cannot make the calls. Okay, let me take this caller. Hello, good day, and welcome to Vision for the Nation. How are you doing today?
Hello, good day.
Yeah, good evening.
First of all, want to appreciate your dress code, your culture. Yes.
I call this a coat of many colors. Go ahead.
And culture is a very important aspect with regards to resilience.
Okay, thank
You
you.
know, if someone can keep their culture, then they can always be resilient because they will not want to lose their culture.
Good point.
So what Amazonians have to do is to maintain their culture and to preserve it. And those in ground zero who are internally displaced, as they call them, or in ground one,
Yeah.
must try to unite, must try to form groups, associations, even in sacred, them hold meetings. Just cultural festivals,
Good point.
that will help to build the people, bring the people together always, and make them feel as one. Even if they are not going to really go directly to Point Ambazonia, but they should just say, okay, we are all from this region, we have a cultural come together, let's come together and meet. We can even, that is a great opportunity to even meet and make donations to help our people who are suffering in different ways.
Correct.
The same for the diaspora. The diaspora should organize its cultural festivals that will make even those who don't want to identify with the struggle to come. They're coming as a cultural festival, but at the end of the day, they can also chip in something to help our refugees. So that is how we can build. That is one way that we can really build our resilience in the future, because we are still having. We have a way to go. We have a way to go. I don't wish it's a long way.
Yeah.
We have to preserve it so Ambazonia remains Ambazonia.
Correct point.
Thank you very much. Yeah, God bless you.
Thank you too. Thank you so much for that. I really appreciate it. Wow, viewers, that was a good one. Our culture didn't even think in that aspect, but the caller is right. You standing firm with your culture shows your resilience, and that's part of it. We have our culture as Ambazonians, we have our culture, our language, that the enemy wanted to deprive us, to seize away from us, but through resilience, that is being steadfast, standing firm. So thank you so much for that call. Somebody says this revolution is bigger than any person, so we have to come together in order to succeed, just like in line of what this caller was saying. Now, I would like us to listen to this message that a comrade sent to me. yesterday, I think when they saw the flyers, and he wrote this to me, and I think it's quite a good one, still in line with the same description, but he wrote it in his own words. He said, "Good evening, Honorable Danny MC. Resilience or resilient simply means someone's ability to become healthy, happy, or strong again after an illness, disappointment, or any other problem, or after being bent, stretched, or pressed. In other words, it's perseverance to undergo a lot of pain and hardship in order to gain or achieve victory at the end of the battle or struggle of any nature. Such situation is not easy. It's survival of the fittest. Survival of the fittest. Only the strong ones remain. Mainly, these ones are chosen by the Most High, Almighty Sovereign God. Bless His holy name. But the weak ones are usually give up and run away." Wow! Thank you so much for that. That was really a good one, and it kind of, like I wrote to the to the comrade. I said, "Well, it kind of summarized everything." We have been so stretched, we have been bent, we have been put all sorts of setbacks, and everything has been put in place so that we give up this fight. In fact, so many things. Right now, even this election, or what they call election, it's another one that they are trying to put in front of us, to bend us and to intimidate us and cause us not to achieve our goal. Even though it might be painful, it might be hard, it might be tough on us, but we will keep on pressing on. It is that resistance that causes the breakthrough. I'll give you a story in the Bible. Jesus was giving a parable, and he talked about this lawyer who was a wicked lawyer, a wicked judge, I beg your pardon. And a woman came to him for her case, and he would not listen to her because he was a wicked judge. It's funny, a wicked judge, a judge being wicked. We see that a lot in Ambazonia right now. Now, he will not judge her case or give her, what she deserved. But you know what she did? She kept coming every day for the same case, every day, every time she was there. And Jesus continued by saying that this man got tired, and he said, even though I am not ready to judge this man's case, I don't want to, but the fact that she keeps disturbing me, I'm going to do it. That is called resilience. That is called perseverance. And that is what we as Ambazonians need to do. And just before I continue, for those in the UK, there is going to be a protest march, I think on the 9th of this month, so on Sunday. You don't want to miss it, and you can check out your communities. I wanted to throw that out. So please check out on the 9th in London. Here we're going to have a protest against this dictatorial regime that we all know. And kudos to those out there in the UK and all over the world who have been standing protesting against this wickedness of our enemy. So yes, that is so great to know. Our people are resilient. There is nothing. You see, when God has ordained something, right, that thing just has to happen. That is it. It has just got to happen because it is God ordained. God has ordained our revolution, and we will make it. Remember the word Ambazonians? Yes, we can. Again, Ambazonians? Yes, we can. So you don't want to be set back to hold back from what you ought to do. And also I want to call on those who can financially support this revolution, who can support. Please do not relent your effort. Do not stay back. Every time that you hold back, it's like you are allowing, it's like a fuel that you are putting for more people to be killed. Because we need to resist. We need to resist the enemy. We cannot resist them with bare hands. I mean, if people are coming against you, all sort of weapons like they are doing, like La Republic is doing against Ambazonia, you have no choice but for survival. And if you don't have any weapon with you, if you don't have anything to support to defend yourself, then you easily be killed. But we have the duty to to defend ourselves. We have the duty to defend ourselves. Now, someone has requested for us to play this song again that I was playing in the beginning, so I'm going to do that. And while I do that, if you have a call, because we're soon going to finish in about the next 15 minutes, please give your call, give your contribution. People want to hear your voice. And before I go, for those who are on the land, on our land on Ground Zero in Amazonia, I want to say, do not give up. Do not give up. Ladies and gentlemen, this is what this music is about. Do not give up.
Down the street with branches of trees, expressing our grievances. Everybody knows that green is for peace, calling our government to address our needs. Before we know it, them friends soldiers come. They try to stop us, they shoot us with guns. My brother ran, but he fell on the ground. The soldiers came on him, I heard him shouting, let's stand for a right. Don't give up the fight. Their children unite and stand for your right. Let's stand for a right. Don't give up the fight. Their children unite and stand for your right. You're teaching me in French, but I'm an Englishman. Judging me in French, but I'm an Englishman. You can't speak English, I can't speak French. Yet you are leader on an English land. I don't know what the government is thinking about, but half of the story has never been told. You know education is better than gold. Before they killed him, I heard him say, let's stand for our right. Don't give up the fight. Their children unite and stand for your right. Let's stand for our right. Don't give up the fight. Their children unite, oh, and stand for your right. Oh. Jah bless, no man fake and curse. Who Jah bless, no man fake and curse. So brother, sister, mama, papa, make we come together and do that keep in silence and you think that you're free. And when the rain falls, it fall on every house. And when the fire burn, it will burn on every house. So let's stand for a right. Don't give up the fight. That children unite and stand for your right. Don't give up the fight. Don't give up the fight. That children unite and stand for your right.
Wow, that was really awesome. An awesome song. It's calling on us Ambazonians to stand for our right, not to give up the fight. That is really something to encourage us. Ladies and gentlemen, we are passing through very difficult and challenging moments, and it is very imperative that we do not give up the fight. I talk to our pigeon. I beg. One a hold and tight, one a hold and strong. One a know say God they in control. No matter what it happen around you, know say God they in control. We understand the pain. At least in the small way we fit do with the try for do am. But what you fit do am. Not you don't hold back because of anything. So ladies and gentlemen, we'll be rounding this up. In case you want to call, this your last chance to call. But I've been notified that a lot of people seem to not have connections at this time. We know what's going on. That is what they've done. Remember that they cut off the internet for, I think it was like 3 months before. So it is sad that these communication companies are conniving with these people, or let me say, allowing themselves to be used for such carnage and for such genocide that is going on. Indeed, it's a genocide that is going on right now in Amazonia. Because by the time you come in a street, in a small village, blow off the head of about 11 people, 5 people, and so on, how else should we tame that? The people, most of them are harmless. They are not fighting. The restoration fighters are there. They cannot deal with them, so they go to people who are harmless. How will you mention that? I mean, how will you term that? There's no other terminology we can give to that apart of saying it's genocide. I don't know what else. Some people are saying, oh, it's not genocide. How do you explain that? What is genocide? It's exactly what is happening. And I think it's high time that the international community really steps in. I want to say big thanks to those out there internationally and different societies that are doing something, but that is not enough. And we are pleading and calling on those that can assist, that can help, that can intervene to do so, because the situation is getting worse. But like I said before, if La Republic will continue to push on with this, then they should be ready to also lose so much more, because it's not going to be all on our side. It's going to be also on their side. So more and more military men, more and more soldiers are going to lose their lives, because the more they send them, they should be ready for corpses that will be coming back home. Or they might not even see the corpses. So just like what they are doing to us, God has a way that he will do it to them as well. So I want to encourage everyone. This is a revolution. Once again, I say, this is a revolution that is God ordained. God is in need. So seek his face. Pray. It's time that you pray. It's time that you put in your trust in God. Do not relent your effort. Be resilient. Be persistent. Hold on to the truth. Hold on to that which God has called you. And do not allow anything to deter you. Oh, ladies and gentlemen, you want to really continue to be steadfast, to be determined, not to allow anything to derail you. We know that the lockdown has been going on today. Ladies and gentlemen, before I finish the show, just to say again, our comrade Paul Nilong and a special guest will be coming up after this show. Just immediately, maybe 5 minutes after the show, I don't know exactly, but please just stay back, just hang on there, just hang around while he comes, so that the technical team can set up stuff, and they'll be coming live. There's going to be live here on ABC Amba TV, so you want to check that out. This show is not really about giving you updates about the happenings right now in Ground Zero, but I can assure you that our comrade is going to do that. So please hang in there. Again, just to remind those in London that we'll be doing a protest on the 9th of February, which is, I think, this Sunday. Yes, this Sunday. So you want to make sure, if you are there in London, to be in the protest. Please check out information. I'm just saying this. I don't have the full details right now offhand, but you can easily get it. It's not something that is difficult to get it. So check that out. Now, before I go, I want to again plead on those who are watching. Visit our YouTube channel, Vision for the Nation. Search it online, Vision for the Nation. Subscribe, like it. I want us to hit 1,000. We are not yet there. Please share about Vision for the Nation. There's so much that we want to talk about. And also, if you have any ideas for the show, while you are the show, to topics that you want us to discuss about the vision for our nation, Amazonia, please do write us. The number is on your screen by WhatsApp, and that is the +44 7379 487450. You can write us. You can just send us a message, hi, so that we can add you in our newsletter, or so that we can just update you. At times, I do send special messages just to those who are in contact with me to update them or to ask for some advice and things like that. So please do that. Visit our channel on YouTube, Vision for the Nation. And also, we have a Facebook page, which, you can also check it out. So that will be facebook.com/Vision for the Nation. Lately, I've not updated so much there, but there are items, there are things you can watch. Yes, just to say again, encouragement to those who are on the ground. Field Marshal, we want to say we love you. We thank you for what you are doing, for the great work you are doing. And keep on. We know it has cost you so much, but we ask that you continue to be resilient. We ask that you continue to stay fast. Also, Secretary Chris, we want to say you are doing a great job. Continue with the great work that you are doing, because God has called you people for such a time as this, as well as all those on Ground Zero, all those restoration fighters, all those activists who are doing a great job, all those, those in the interim government, all those who have been making sure that that truth will be told, and that our independence will come to reality. I want to say thank you. Thank you also for those who are not Ambazonian but in the spirit, and who are out there listening to us and also fueling in what they can fuel in to make sure that this revolution happens, that this our nation Ambazonia comes to a reality. And also the last thing before I go, please, I cannot stress this enough, support your government, support the cause, put in the best that you can financially. Because like I say, one day, and I'm sure you will rewind to this tape or come back to this video someday, those who are not supporting, those who are not doing their best to see what they can do for the revolution, will be in a point of regret. Because when the full analysis and statistics will come up of how many were killed, how intense this revolution was, and how much we have lost, then they'll begin to regret. They will not be at peace for themselves. But if at least you did your own little contribution, you will say, oh, at least I did my best. At least I tried. Because when we'll be jubilating and also crying when our total independence is finally come to realization, those are the things, the memories that will begin to come up. So, comrades, please do your best to make sure that you see this revolution, you see this dream come to pass. It's your dream, it's my dream. And we'll continue to stay fast, we'll continue to be steadfast, to hold on, to make sure that Ambazonia indeed comes to reality. Not just in talking. I will not be sitting here all my life just talking about Ambazonia coming to reality. No, there will be a time where I'll be rejoicing with you, of the great realization of that total independence. That time will come, and indeed it will be another phase of life. So be encouraged. Do not allow, please, do not allow, I insist again, do not allow people to deter you. Stand firm, stand firm, stand firm. I love you all. For the children, I always send out a message to the children. Please don't worry. It's going to be all right. God is in control. Put your trust in God. And God hears your prayer, little children. God hears your prayer. Go to the Lord in prayer. Ask Him and say, Father, help us. Make us free. Make us independent. Let those be your prayer word or your prayer line. God bless you. It was nice having you. Once again, I am MC Danny, your host on Vision for the Nation. I love you all. Stay blessed, and may you continue in this revolution, knowing one thing, that God is in control. Long live the land, the wonderful, glorious land, Ambazonia, and surely this revolution, which I believe will be very, very short-lived in the next moment. God bless you, and bye for now. Welcome to Vision for the Nation. 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 Welcome to Vision for the Nation.